Hey y'all, this is Kim from Kim Dixon Creative. I'm so happy that you're here. Today I'm participating in a hop. It's called the Card Hoppin' Hop. It's a group of us card creators and paper crafters that get together once a month and have a little hop. We typically have a theme and a technique that we're showing. And so today I am showing the technique of using digital stamps or digital imagery with words. Since it's close to Christmas and that's really what a lot of us have on the brain, I am going to be making a really pretty, very dimensional tag using some digital images from Tailor-Made Cards for You, and also just some other images that I found that I liked. Right now I'm cutting out this one. It's called Christmas in Print, and this one is from Tailor-Made Cards for You. And you also see a very tiny little, looks like a Santa head. It's actually a picture of a vintage Christmas seal. I didn't end up using it in this project, but I thought I might, so I had that pulled out. And I'm also using this chipboard piece of a window, and I'm going to have my little Santa peeking through the window. And behind this, or actually over this Santa image, is the news story that talks about yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. And I know we've all heard that story and have been read that story, and for most of our lives. So anyway, it's very cute, very vintagey, and I'm really kind of liking this vintage vibe that's going on right now. So not been my thing most of the time. Not that I don't like it. It's very pretty, but it's just never been anything that I've done. So it's all kind of new to me, but I'm giving it a good go. And so right now I'm putting some foam tape on the back of that window, and so that it will give some dimension and really look like Santa is behind that window. I first thought I was going to do a card, so you're going to probably see some things along in the video that you'll see some green cardstock peeking out here or there. And I had a card front started, and I don't know, it just wasn't coming together. I just wasn't feeling it. I really felt like it was just getting thrown together, and so I scratched that idea. But maybe if I would have thought it through a little bit better, rather than flying by the seat of my pants like I always do, it might have come together a little bit better. But whatevs. So you see that little Christmas tree. It's a little wood piece that I got in a box set at Walmart, I think. I thought I might use that somewhere. I've taken the vintage photo to it, but I end up not using it either. Now here's where I decide, hey, I'm going to do a tag. So I pull out a scrap piece of chipboard. It's fairly thin chipboard, and I'm just the piece is already 4 inches wide, so I'm going to cut it. I measured it for 5 inches, but I decided I wanted it 6 inches, so it's a 4x6 piece of chipboard that I'm going to cut down. I'm just going to use my finger blade and trim it off several passes, and of course I'm using the wrong ruler, and I can't understand why it's not cutting the chipboard, but I'm getting these plastic shavings. And then I think, okay, silly, get your Tim Holtz ruler with the metal edge so that you can actually cut something with your finger blade. But so I get that and get it going, and like I say, I just, it's like anything else, several passes with that finger blade, not using a whole lot of pressure, but just several passes. And so right now I'm just kind of measuring how I want to do my little angled edges on my tag. And I'll end up just, again, using my finger blade to trim that off, and my ruler. And another piece of that paper, or not paper, but ephemera pack that I got from Tailor Made Cards for You is up there in the top right. It's that poinsettia that is on a dictionary page. It's really pretty, and I've cut it out and rounded the corners, and I have inked the edges of it as well. And so I'm just finally getting these corners cut off. I'm not, at this point, not real sure where I'm going. I truly am just, I'm winging it. I am absolutely winging it. So I have this piece of paper from a Mente paper pack from last year, and I really like that red plaid. So I'm going to just trace out my tag and cut it out so that I can have that red plaid on the front of my tag. This paper is beautiful. I can't remember, Winter Wonderland maybe is the name of the paper pack. I'm not sure if it's still available anywhere, but it's just one I have in my stash. I'm really fighting the urge to buy Christmas paper. I have more Christmas paper than I can shake a stick at, and I need to use what I have, but there's some pretty paper and I really want some of it. But I'm just gonna keep fighting it off. But so I've got that red plaid glued down to the front of my tag, and I'm just gonna lay things out and decide how I want them to look. I also have this printout of Christmas words, and I decide on Santa Baby. I'm gonna cut that out and ink its edges and use that on my tag as well, because Santa Baby is in the window bringing me lots of gifts, I hope. So like I say, I'm inking those edges, and gonna get all that situated like I think I want it. And I think this tag I'm really into making tags lately. I don't know what the deal is. I pulled out these little jewels and buttons that I had, thinking maybe I might use those. I still end up not using them, and I'm still trying to find a place for that little Christmas tree. It's not going to be on this tag. It doesn't go on this tag. It's not the style of this tag. So put it aside, Kim. So I finally decide kind of how I want things to go. I'm going to glue that poinsettia piece straight down, kind of angled. And then there you can see that green paper where I tore that off of the card. I'm going to glue that down to the bottom portion of my tag. And then glue my little Santa Baby up there. And I think it turns out really cute. Now, I didn't ink the edges of my tag, so I'm going to go back and do that. I'm in the process of making a tiered tray, and I think this tag would be really cute sitting on that tiered tray, and styled with some other Christmas goodies. So that may be where Santa Baby goes. I do think he's cute. So I get out my crocodile to poke the hole in the middle, and I've got some jute twine over there. I'm going to cut a length of jute twine, And I've got some beads, some just wooden beads from my stash. I think I bought this huge bag of beads from Amazon for $15 or less. And I've already used several of them. You know, I think that's a good buy. But I'm using a large bead, a medium bead, and 2 small beads. Just stringing those onto my jute twine. And it's fairly thin twine, so it's going through the holes pretty good. And once I get that last bead on there, I'm just going to tie a knot at the top to hold those on. And then I've got some black ribbon with white polka dots. I'm going to just tie a little bow up there at the top on my jute twine up underneath my beads. So just give it a little something else, a little more texture up there. And I think he turns out super duper cute. I do really like this little tag. I'm going to trim off the ends of my ribbon. And I think our tag is done. Clean up my mess. And here's a close-up look of the tag. Thanks for stopping by. You know, check out the rest of the folks in the Hop. They're should be listed in the description box below. And you know, give them some likes and thumbs up and subscribe to their channel. And you know, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd really love it if you would. You know, I try to get videos up at least once a week. And I'm trying to get on a better regular schedule. Hopefully through Christmas I can get caught up on some things and get on a really regular schedule next year. Because I really enjoy hanging out with all of you. Thanks again for stopping by. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye!